Tarot, Tea Leaf and Oracle forecast for the month of February 2019. If you would like a personal reading, a private reading, one of those incredible soulmate or twin flame readings, or to subscribe to the weekly star sign update, please go to the links in the description box below and do so through my website. So Cancer, we're starting with your teacup, then we'll do a relationship reading, and then we'll move on to a tarot and oracle forecast. So your teacup for February, I made you a cup of tea. Now we have a look at the symbols that are left behind in the teacup. I see two little birds perched and they are speaking to one another. So there's two of you and you are both waiting for some kind of news to come in. And it's imminent. If it's showing up in your teacup, there's a little V behind him. So you will be victorious in what that news is. So it's two of you. Either you and your spouse, you and your business partner, you and a friend, whatever. There's something you're both waiting for at the moment. But there is a little V behind it, so it will be victorious. That's nice news. There's also a lily in here. And a lily is about spiritual love. This tells me you kind of take a higher view. For me, spiritual love is always about that. That's the feeling I get with that message, that it's taking the higher perspective, the higher ground on something, being able to see the bigger picture about something in February. So it gives you a clearer view and you're able to make better decisions in that way. I see another little arrow towards a bird flying, which means news is coming in. We've already seen the start of that story in your teacup. Right, I'm looking to see what else I can see in this teacup of yours. I see the number 12, so it could be on the 12th and 15. That's interesting. So perhaps the 12th, perhaps the 15th of February will be the two dates that you will be receiving your news that you are awaiting. Okay, that's nice to know. I'm looking to see if there's maybe anything else in here for you. That's the main. Obviously, this teacup's got quite a lot of symbols in them, but I would not have enough time to sit and discuss them all. But there's a little heart next to those two birds as well. Could we be discussing romance here? Could two people be discussing someone else's romance here? That's interesting, right? That's definitely applying to somebody out there. We go on to your tea leaf cards. They're very nice. You get the horseshoe, the diamond, the skull, and the sun. Now, the horseshoe says good luck. So in the month of February, there's some kind of luck coming in. So perhaps if you were waiting for some kind of news, luck strikes and you get to hear about it. The diamond says you receive or give a precious gift. So perhaps that news that comes in is a precious gift for you. But seeing as there's good luck and there's a gift involved here, I think it's more along the receiving line than the giving line. Hidden secrets can harm you. When this card comes up, I always have that feeling. If you want something to remain a secret, then that means don't tell anybody. Or don't go telling people something you don't want the whole world to know. It's going to get out. If you do keep it to yourself, the final card is happiness and well-being. So there's something you know about somebody or a situation that should not be revealed just yet. Please keep it to yourself, the cards or the universe is saying, and this will maintain your happiness and well-being for February. I get the feeling for some of you, it could be a case of someone reveals that they are pregnant or that they're getting married and they don't want the whole world to know about this just yet. That those two little birds discussing something, the little heart there gives me that kind of feeling. So just keep that knowledge to yourself for now. It can possibly be revealed in the future, but right now they don't want everybody to know about it. So your relationship cards, the plot thickens, and I see this leading on from what I saw in your teacup and what I saw in your tea leaf cards, because the first card is children and serendipity. Good luck. Serendipity is about being in the right time at the right place and things kind of almost fall into your lap. It's not really ever the case that things fall into your lap. It just feels as if that's what it is. And this involves your children. Some Cancerians, your children, that come with the news that there's a baby they're expecting or they're going to get married or perhaps both. Just remember they don't want the whole world to know about this yet, but it is serendipity. So if it comes as a bit of a surprise or a shock, remember this is going to be good fortune in the end. Happiness and well-being comes from this announcement. Maybe for some of you Cancerians, you're going to become pregnant. So think about that as well. But it's serendipity. It's perfect timing. I got gooseflesh when I said that. Now, it's definitely Cancerians out there that are going to have a surprise baby announcement. But this is good luck. Remember it as such. You get the wedding card then, and breathe. And this is about allowing the situation to unfold. Okay. For those of you that are looking for partnerships and relationships, it could be through children that you have the luck of meeting somebody that you're going to marry eventually. And it's also allowing that situation to unfold. Breathe is always about sitting back, relaxing, and allowing a situation to unfold at its own pace in its own way. The final relationship card is the Passion card. Allow your heart to sing with joy, followed by the Observer. So you can feel great passion about this, but there's a distinct feeling here of don't interfere, don't try and control. Just observe what unfolds. You're going to feel strongly about this. So whether it's an existing relationship this is all going through and your children are involved, you can feel passionately about this. Just observe, allow it to unfold. It's actually a lucky situation. If you've met somebody perchance through a situation with children, possibly you're going to marry this person, you're going to feel very strongly about them, but allow the situation to unfold. Observe what happens next. There's obviously more to the story. It's just not showing up in the February reading. You'll no doubt be seeing more of this in your later readings. Now, your tarot and oracle cards tell more about the story, and it's really an intriguing reading. The Eight of Swords in this particular deck speaks about, and with it comes the Fated Oracle card. So this is a case of, it was an action taken that now has consequences, but it was fated. So there was actually no avoiding what happens now, or what has happened now. It's not a bad situation. If we look at the cards in general in this reading, they're wonderful. There's good luck, there's good fortune, there's serendipity, there's happiness and well-being. But there is definitely a situation which is very fated, and it feels as if one is going to have to be open-minded about this, because that Six of Air that comes up next speaks about being open-minded about this. The Oracle card, the final Oracle card, there's no place like home, coupled with the card of Self. Now that card of Self, for me in this particular tarot deck, I'm going back and forth between these cards, but you'll see the story unfold. It's always about, can you see she's got a little dragon whispering in one ear, and another one in the other ear, which she's got 3 white doves flying above her. Ultimately, part of you is going to be saying, oh no, look at this is what's happened, this cannot end well, yada yada yada. You know, all those little thoughts, that little horrible thing that can whisper in your brain. The other little whispering is going to be your intuitive self, your higher self, your open-minded self is going to say, let's see how this unfolds. And that is the one to be listening to. What you do need to recognize here is, with that 8 of Air and the Fated card that comes below it, this was a fated situation. It was never to be avoided. It was planned and plotted long before all the people involved were born. You were all destined, it was your destiny to walk this path and meet at this point and have the situation unfold. So what ifs and it shouldn't haves do not play any part in what is going to unfold here. Keep an open mind. Listen to that part of yourself that you know is your higher self, because the final No Place Like Home card is a truth. There is no place like home. And home needs to be maintained in that way. If it's your home that is now going to supposedly be hugely disrupted by whatever unfolds, remember to keep the peace there. Remember to keep it a place you want to go home to and that your family wants to go home to as well. And if it is that you've met someone that perhaps has children and this is going to greatly affect your home, still keep your home the kind of place those children want to come to, that this new person that wants to come to, that you want to be in. That's going to be the very important sort of message and experience that you're going to have from the story that unfolds. And I, for one, am intrigued to see what next month's reading is going to say. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.